Welcome to the Nikki Rich Show. I'm your host, Miss Nikki Rich, and today we have an exciting show for you guys. We have none other than the one and only Miss Nakendra Harris-Mason. We're going to be talking with her in just a few moments. But before we get to our guest, I want to let you guys know that you can tune in to the Nikki Rich Show anytime by subscribing to Nikki Rich, the number two, or going to Nikki Rich Show TV on YouTube. You can also follow us on social media at Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at Nikki Rich Show TV and our official website, thenikkirichshow.com. Well, guys, I don't want to keep our guest holding on any longer. I want to tell you guys a little bit about her. She is a three-time best-selling author. She is also the CEO, and she is a mother and so much more that we're going to talk about. And, I'm ready to get to it, guys. So, with no further ado, I'm welcoming here today Nakendra Harris Mason. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you, Nikki Rich, for having me. I appreciate the opportunity. I'm being on your show. You finally got me here. It's been it's amazing just to be sitting here on the live with you on the show with you. It's basically it's a blessing. So I appreciate it.
Yes, you are amazing. So we had to bring you on here on the Nikki Rich Show. But before we get to all the greatness that you have going on, I want to give everybody a little background about yourself. Like, I know that you're from Victorville, California. And tell us a little bit more about yourself, a little background. Don't give them all the goods yet.
Well, I'm 35 years old and I am from Los Angeles, California, but I reside in Victorville, California.
Okay.
And I'm just I've been in the Victorville area for like 6 years now, going on 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And born and raised in Los Angeles, so I'm a city girl, more of a city girl. It, so other than that, I'm here and trying to transition, get used to the high desert. I'm loving it. I love it here. It's more slower than the city, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gravitating to it. I enjoy it. It's my peace, so I love it.
Well, today, I'm excited to talk with you on all your success and, being a three-time best-selling author. I mean, how did you even begin writing?
Well, it started since I was younger. I used to love to write. I always had journals, notebook pads, pencil, all types of stuff. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So I will always write poems, music. I started off writing poems first, and then I started doing music, writing music. And then when I went from the music, I just knew, I just enjoyed writing. So where the
Mm-hmm.
art thing came from is, I was like, as I got older, as I got to like in my late, 20s, so late 29, 30s, when I did move up to Victorville, I had more of a sit down. I wasn't more of on a go so much. So that's when I got into writing my first book. And when I started writing my book, I was like, okay, so my first one is called Who Am I? And you try to figure out, yourself, you trying to figure out goals, more of not like, I'm tired of doing the party life, I'm tired of doing the street life, I'm tired of, doing this and that. I'm getting older now, have kids, so I need more of I need to chill, chill a little bit. So once I started doing that, I wrote my Who Am I book, and that book is basically, it wasn't for me, it's a self-help book. I started using titles as you're meant to be here, you're no mistake, you win some,
Mm-hmm.
you lose some, you are, be yourself, you are somebody. So I use those titles and I start recitling it to whoever do read those books. When they do read them, they can relate, so they can relate to it. People that have dreams, goals, ambitions, they can relate to that and just go after what they know. So that's the Who Am I book, helping people to figure out, this is who I think you are.
Yes,
What I
and
believe.
not only you started with the Who Am I, you got even deeper in marriage, marriage made and what comes within. Tell me about that.
So with my marriage made and what comes within book, I'm talking more about my family, my love life, my husband, just how we first met, how we first got together before marriage, how we was before marriage, and then how we ended up after marriage. So, and then some ups and downs, so I talk about the ups and downs in the book, letting everyone know, marriage is what you make it. It's not perfect, but you willing, you have to be willing to make it, the way how
Mm-hmm.
you make it. So it's what you make it really. You can see all these marriages, you can see all these relationships, but they could be inspiring, but it's really still up to you two. It's up to the person. So that's when Marriage Made came about, getting people letting them know a little bit about the love life and marriage. And everyone think it's not about bashing. It's who I was. It's sometimes I didn't even believe that. Oh, me being a wife, what So I just dig deeper. Like I am that. I letting them know my experience. It's more based on experience.
And
Being
then
a young married woman, I was a young.
yes, and then
You know,
being black, having a family. I mean, you're making it happen, and not only going, and creating that, you also wrote a book called "I Found Me." I found me. Who inspired you,
finally,
to
it's
find
here.
you?
So I Found Me came about when I wrote Who Am I? So when I wrote Who Am I was like, okay, that was 2017 when I wrote that book. That book is still selling and people still buying it. I get my links. I'm like, oh wow, so who am I? So now, okay, 3 years later down the line, it's like, okay, now I found me. I know who I am. I know my capabilities. I know what I'm about. I'm comfortable with me. I don't have to be under the shadows of nobody else. Long as that there is a God, that's when I said, okay, I start tapping into my authority, tapping into my what am I capable of? What do you have that's within you that you feel that people would need, that you can encourage someone, the next person without no hope. There's people out there that tells me all the time. I get a lot of messages, I get a lot of inboxes. They ask me, how do you do it? You got kids,
Mm-hmm.
you have a husband still. What make you keep going? What make you? And I let them know it's God. It's His strength. It's my prayers. I always say it's power. Power. How is my power? Why? What's your power? My power is my prayer life. I believe in what
Yes,
I
you
pray
better
for.
say
I
that.
believe. I believe in what I pray for. I speak life. I manifest things. Whatever I say out of my mouth, I do it. And you can't just, they say faith without work is dead. So without the faith, without going forward, you do have to do the work. You do have to
Mm-hmm.
believe in yourself first. And in order for me to believe, I have stepped out, and that's what made me have faith. And I just started doing the work. It might have took some time. I might have, it might have took some time. But I just did it. I did what I had to do.
And
So
not
I
only
found,
that, you found you, but you also, found different areas that you love to work in, for as executive producing your own
yeah,
TV show, Marriage Made. Let's give her
yeah.
a
Well,
hand, guys.
and that's where that
We
show.
got to celebrate.
Thank you, Nikki. That right there was a project. It started off as a project. My Marriage Made book. I was like, okay, I want to bring this book to life. So I talked with a producer, filmmaker, Nice Dreams. Me and him, we conversated. We talked. We was like, okay, look. He said, look, you're gonna challenge me. I do film, I do movies, I do like shows, but I never, got dipping into the reality show. I said, it's gonna be reality. It's gonna be good. We could do this. And then he was like, okay, let's work. So we met up. We first it was gonna be all about me, the Marriage May Show, me, my family, letting people know the insights of us, what we do. And I thought about it. I was like, you know what, this would be great if I get other married couples involved. Plan out our day. It could be a day thing. Plan out our day, what you like to do with your family, shine light on marriage. That was the goal, to shine light on marriage, because it's obviously some of it somewhat is heading down in the dark, it's just in a dark place. So I
Mm-hmm.
decided to shine light on it, like letting people know marriage is not all bad. It's not what you think, it's what you make. And again, I wanted to bring that to light instead of saying it in the book, like, hey, look, I can That's when all the other married couples that I believe I might, they inspired me. And I did a lot of interviews, a whole lot. And I was just like, it wasn't about bashing your married, your couple. It wasn't about none of that. I said, bring the light out. What do you guys like to do? And they always say, we do this on a daily basis. We do this. And I said, let's do it. So we did an interview, and that's when I got the Brewster family. I got the Meyer family. I got, just a whole lot of families together, 8 couples, the Eccles family. Shout out to the Eccles family. Shout out to the Myers, the Brewsters, just everybody, the Sanders, just overall, it was amazing. The field doing it was crazy. It was a lot of work. We traveled. We went to Vegas. Shout out to the Wards. We went to Arizona. That's way to Arizona. So I was like, okay, we had to do. It was just work. And when we sent when Nice did what he had to do with the films, he was like, oh my goodness, this is gonna take a minute, but I believe he did a great job. We filmed it 2019. No, we filmed it 2020, and 2021 it was released. So, and how we filmed it, each episode got released around the time that we filmed it. So, shout out to him. He did an amazing job. Amazing job.
I
And
love
then shout out
that.
to the Mason family. We are the first family that got it going. They got it started. So everybody just showed who they are, and I'm getting a lot of feedback. I'm getting a lot of just connection. And shout out to MJ on Networks for giving me that opportunity to be on that platform. I was going to do YouTube and all of this stuff. And she was like, I like your concept. I want to give you an opportunity to be on my network. You can have a whole channel. I'm like, huh? And I was like, well, can I involve other families? She said, you can do what you want to do. She's like, I love the concept. So her and her team, they connected with me, and it was on ever since. And
I
I'm proud.
love that. That is so
Yes.
awesome. And not only are you producing, you are a CEO of your own LLC. It's important that, everybody, get about that business. And you made it happen. And not only you are the CEO, but you have a 501c3 outreach ministry. You're created to inspire, which is amazing. And I love that you not only creating, but you are also giving back to the community.
Yes, and how the LLC came about again in the community that I live in. It doesn't have like a lot of things. We're in the desert. We're in the high desert. There's not a lot of
Mm-hmm.
programs for the kids. There's not like a lot to do. There's not a lot to do. So the goal is I got 2 programs so far, and that's just clean the city. Where we're the youth. We get together. We go out there and
Mm-hmm.
clean the city. And the second one, I will be doing like giveaways to the schools. Now that it's COVID, now that COVID had came about, just doing more giving back. So giving, like, I'm connected with my resources now, tapping into my resources, where I can be the middle head honcho, and I can pass on my resources to the next whoever in need, like schools, homeless shelters. So I'm reaching out to the city more of anything right now.
Now tell me, with all that you're doing, all the success, that you have reached, tell me, how is it, just balancing out family life and, your work life?
Oh, well, that's easy. How to balance? What am I doing to balance it out?
Mm-hmm.
I involve them. I involve my family. I involve my children. I involve my husband. They get involved. And with my husband, he's a full-time barber, but he's his own boss. So if it's things that he needs to do, he'll be like, okay, look, I'm off for he calls his own shots. He makes his own schedule. He won't put himself on the schedule for that day in order for him to come and be that help that I need in the community. So we a team. It started off with my husband and my kids first. That's how it all started off. So with that being said, it made it easier for me. I don't gotta find a babysitter. I don't have to do this. We come together. So, like I said, my husband's my own boss. So when I do have to make those individual meetings or if I have to go to the city, he do step aside because I'm already at home. I do everything from home. I work from home. So it makes it easy for him. We switch places. Like, okay, he like, I got it this time. You got it. When I'm at work, he's a full-time barber. So that's why I work from home. I started all these things from home because that's what I'm stay-at-home mom.
Well, I
Yeah.
got a chance to, I want everybody to know not only you have talent, but it's your entire family, your kids. Oh my goodness. They are so amazing. I got a chance to subscribe to your kids' YouTube, and I was blown away because their show on YouTube is beyond
Yeah.
amazing. I was like, wow, they need to be here on national TV screen because these kids are talented. I
Yeah.
mean, like, how was it when you first figured out, like, hey, my kids are so beyond amazing, when it comes to, entertainment and all, doing what you love, and it's trickled down to your kids.
Well, how I how I feel about my voice kind of gone because I was, got over a cold, but how I feel about that is I see me, they might be boys, but I was a little tomboy when I was little, so I see me in them a lot. What they took after my singing, the acting, the just the creativity they have. I see
Yes.
my creativity in them. And I look back like, wow, they say sometimes what you wanted to do or what you planned on doing, it might not be you. It can skip you and go down to your kids. But
Yes.
that's why I try to be the example. Let them know, like, if I could do it, you can do it. Y'all can do whatever you put your mind to. And my sons, they see that. So you can't just tell them they can do whatever you could do whatever you put your mind to. I'm not just telling them, I'm actually leading to show them that, we showing them that you could do it. They see me on my computer, they see the late nights, they see the early mornings, they see me,
Mhm.
when I'm tired, they see the background. So they're like, Mom, you did another one, another book? Or where you going now? Or what you doing now? Or wow, like when I said we're going to have a reality show, they're like, oh, really? When is it? I can't just tell them. So when they seen it coming in action, they're like, this is real. This is really real. So I'm just amazed seeing it in them. And I pray that they continue to move forward. And my sons, they know how to sing. So I see them going forward with that. So I
Mhm.
just hope that they don't let that go as far as their singing and their creativity part of their YouTube. My 13-year-old, he edits, he does all you got a chance to see their work, and I don't know if
Amazing.
they did, but whatever they do, whatever they decide to grow up and get a job, decide to finish school, graduate college. I always want them to know they still have things that's within them, that they can bring forth and share with the world, share with the people. And I always lead by example. I make sure because it starts at home first. So you lead by example.
So tell me what's next for Nakendra.
Well, what's next for me? So right now I have I just want to say like it's here. The I Found Me book is finally here. I'm excited. I will be doing a book release. It will be sometime in February. So I will let people know I will be releasing. I will basically be doing flyers, all that stuff. And it's the space. I want to make sure it's not too big this time. Last time I did it big. With my book, I had a huge space. So this time I'm keeping it very small. So it's gonna be first come, first serve. Grab the tickets. You know, however many tickets available. It's not gonna be that many, but we're gonna do it's gonna be about everybody know me when I do something. I always have fun. I like to do it with style. I like to make sure everybody have a good time. So it'll be like a three-course. We're gonna have like a three-course meal. We're gonna do like guest speakers. We're gonna have raffles, and of course the book signing, pictures, red carpet, and it's coming. Well, that's in February, so I'm gonna start sharing the flyers in January. It's only limited edition to like. So once those tickets go out, they gotta hurry and grab them. So it's first come, first serve, and I want people to just come. Who knows me? Those that know me know I love gathering. I love getting people together. I love family. I love unity. That's just who I am. I love to have fun. I love to laugh, talk, just have a great time. So whoever knows me knows that's I am. I want them to come, be a part, hit me up. Like, when is it? I'll let them know to just shoot them their tickets or whatever, but just come hang out with me, have a good time. enjoying themselves.
Now,
And
Nakendra, what is your overall goal in 2022?
my overall goal in 2022 is I'm going to be building, my goal is to build a team for my LLC, my nonprofit organization. Build a team because I see it's getting, people reaching out. They're writing me like, hey, I see you've been reaching out to the community. I have this for you. I have this to do. And I'm a one person, my husband stay busy. I'm busy. So I'm like, now it's time for a team. You asked for these things, I wrote these goals down. I accomplished all my 2021 goals. I didn't make a New Year's resolution. I was like, I'm gonna challenge myself because if whoever
Mm-hmm.
the biggest critter is yourself, you are your biggest critter. Not worry about what the next person think about you. You can't worry about what the next person or how they feel about you. That's them. So it's all about how you feel about you and what God thinks of you. So other than that, I know what He think of me. So that's why my book, I found me, is called How Everybody like, what do you mean? Like I'm getting inboxes like, what do you mean about I found me? When I found God, that's when I found me, and that's when He starts showing me who I am, what I'm about, my personality. You got it. You're a leader. You're not a follower. You always did your own thing. You always had your own mind, and that's what I'm using. So people are like, how is she doing all this stuff? Like she don't say nothing. I move in silence because I do believe people pray on your downfall. That's just how I
Yes.
move. I only let it be known when it's time for it to be known. So and not because you don't know once somebody, your true supporters, they're gonna show up. They're gonna show up. They're gonna be there for you. So other than that, I'm just excited. I'm happy about this movement. My goals for 2022: continue just build a strong team. My ultimate goal by the end of 2022 is to get a storefront building. So that's my goal. I can't tell all the details, but it's just gonna.
You can't tell it all. Don't give it all to
I can't tell it all, but it's gonna.
them.
And
No,
they'll
don't
know
give
what
it
the
all.
build. They're gonna know what the building is for. So that's the goal for
Hmm.
2022. Whether if it's in the middle of 2022 or the end of 22, it's whatever. But the goal is written. So other than that, and to do more, be more, give in the community. That's my goal. I did a whole lot of things, so now I can like rest. I like, okay, you showed that you wanted to be. When I was young, I wanted to be this superstar, this TV star. You showed that you could do that. I always write. I used to sell poems at school. I used to sell poems and write. I wrote so good. I used to write people letters for their mates and their couples to get relationships back together. So I showed it showed that I could be a writer. I'm a 3-time author now, so I got that out the way. I did the production thing. So I'm gonna continue to do the production thing. A whole lot of people asking me, when is season 2? On Marriage Made. I want to be on your show. I want to be on season 2. So me and the producer again, we are discussing that. We is trying to do it. We will be having a hopefully, we know our goal is to get you to host it, which is so the behind the scenes, we're gonna do everyone come together and just
Yes.
talk about the show. Get to let how was the experience and how did they like it and what was it about? Like how was their experience? They already told me about it. A lot of people said they thankful because it was, it gave them memories for their family. It brought memories. It brought back, it made them closer. And that's what that
Hmm.
show was all about, just to bring them closer. You see all these shows out there. It's negative. It's so much toxic, like so much negativity. Not all, but some. So I wanted to bring something like a little, like funny, something. Wouldn't it got something to do with unity, family, because we don't have that out there. I don't look. I be when I'm watching TV, I'm looking for family shows because that's what I'm about. I'm not looking for drama. I'm not looking for people fighting, grown people out there fighting. That's not my thing. I'm more
Hmm.
of a unit person. So that's the goal,
I love
2022.
it. Well, I want to also shout out to all the viewers that is tuned in right now. I can't see you all because we're streaming live, and I see we have some of those from LinkedIn that's tuned in. Miss Leah Johnson, Vivian Maxwell is tuned in from YouTube.
Oh, my
Marguerite
mother-in-law.
in YouTube,
Hi,
and
Marguerite.
Tina
Hi.
D. Lewis. She is
Hey.
the bottom line queen. She is tuned in from Facebook. So Shout out to Tina. Much love
Hey.
to everybody. And all those I can't see right now, but I see those because they comment.
Okay.
But shout out to everybody that's tuned in. We are here live with Miss Nakendra Harris-Mason. She is a three-time best-selling author, a TV producer. She is a CEO and a mother. And she just gave us, the little sneak peek of what's happening in 2021 and 2022. So we want
Yeah.
you guys to connect. So real quickly, let us know where they can connect with you at.
I am on Instagram, IG at Loves Like Honey, so LUVSLIKEHONEY. And I am also on Facebook, Nakendra Harris-Mason. And I just got a LinkedIn, so Nakendra L. Harris on LinkedIn. And I
Yeah.
do have a YouTube channel. I will be posting more on there as well. So that's Nakendra Harris-Mason. So everything, it's Nakendra Harris-Mason. So, and I also want to give a huge, huge thank you because I did collab with some wonderful, amazing women. They are Faces of Rap Mother, so to I would love to thank Candy Strouder for I just got my book. I received my book, and when I opened it, I'm chapter 11 on there, and I'm like, where did she get these pictures? She went out. It's so beautiful. So you guys, if you guys check out this book, Faces of Rap Mothers. I am chapter 11. I'm on there with some beautiful woman. Tookie Williams as he's rest in peace now, but Tookie Williams' wife, Bobby Brown's sister, Tina. I am on there with Shanta Gibson and Tyrese. That's Tyrese the singer's sister. Just some amazing, amazing woman. And I'm just happy that Sugar T, that's E40 sister. So
Hmm.
they got all these pictures of me, me with Snoop Dogg, me with every celebrity I came across in my journey throughout my journey. It's in there. Me and Lisa Ray, me and Judge Joe Brown, just so many faces, and it kind of made me like get like not emotional, but me and Vivica Fox, I was like, wow, I've been on a journey, and you don't know when you're doing something, you have
Yeah.
to be doing it. You never know when it's gonna pay off. You never know who's watching. You never know. So whatever you decide to do in life, just do it. Just do it. Don't think that you just doing it for no reason, because one day
Yeah.
it's gonna pay off. They're gonna see what you do, and people gonna gravitate to it. They're gonna love you for you. Candy used to call me and she said, I just love your personality. I just love you. The Kendra, gotta work, we gotta work together. And she finally got me, and she never gave up on me. And I will just hold off and hold off. But now that I see the project, I'm like, I'm glad I did not just push it to the side. We are in there talking about the industry, what we feel about the rap industry, or some of these women they were in the industry or got family members in the industry. I have family members in the rap industry. Shout out to J Love, shout out to Scotty Shears, shout out to Chris Sanders. They out there, so I can relate to the shout out to my cousin P Nice. They out there, so I know the journey. I was once out, doing music and rap music and all that. She was like, I want that story. And that was about when I was like 17 years old, when I did a collab with Snoop Dogg. I wrote a song. Through my writing, it just got me to where I was able to someone connected with me with him. And I wrote a little snippet for him, and he loved it. He was like, come on, let's do this. Let's record this. So we recorded, but because of my age, it never got released. So that story, I never pouted about it. I just I took it as, okay, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So, but
Yeah.
at that time, it lets me know, God see all things. You didn't do it for no reason. And I was able to get it in this book. So that
That's
story is in
awesome.
there. And so I'm appreciative. And this is I found me. I'm excited about it. I'm so excited about it because I was looking for people to I was like, I'm going to go on the cover this time. Always never put myself on my book covers. So I was like, I'm going to go on there this time. And I was looking for people to do the book covers. So I was like, no, I could do it myself. I sat there, I figured it out, and and it got done. It wasn't easy, but I did it. So I'm grateful for that. And the project is finally done, so everybody's been waiting, like, what is this book you've been talking about? So that book, it just talks about now my lifestyle, or how I was when I was growing, how I was growing up with my mom, how I lost my dad at a young age. I could have been, just no guidance really. I kind of like practically, I feel like took upon and raised myself in a whole lot of years of my life. And that it just shares a lot. It shares the good times, the bad times, the ups, the downs, the my wild side when I was wilding out there. Because I wasn't always no saint, so yeah, it ain't always no saint. So, the good come out of it, it's not always a bad thing. I don't judge nobody, I don't look at nobody for how they live their life, because it ain't nothing that I see that I didn't do, so it's in there. But I do think I am grateful that, I didn't have to I'm not knocking nobody, that stripped or did all this stuff. I didn't have to sell my body. I didn't have to do all that, because I always had respect for myself. So I always said I could have took it there. I could have been that, but I knew I had a guidance. I might have had no guidance physically some points in my life where I needed it, but I know God was my guidance. So that's all that matters. So I'm grateful for that.
Well, I'm excited for everything that you have coming up, and all the success right now, that's happening with you, your
Yeah.
productions and your writing and so much more. So we are pumped up about what's happening in 2022. Now, before we go, I would like for you, if you can, let everybody know who you are, and let them know you watching the Nikki Rich Show.
I am Nakendra Harris-Mason, and I am here with the host, the most beautiful woman that I'm talking about. When I say beautiful, not just because of her beauty, but the inside and out. She has a heart. She has a heart of gold. She's just it's an honor to be on her show. I always say she inspired me because the way she moved. I said, okay, I get a lot of hit-ups about interviews. I have just more interviews as well as this, but I'm so happy that I got to be on the Nikki Rich show, because your personality, you don't do big crowds, you know how you move solo. It's not about, you don't wait on nobody, you don't wait on nobody. And that's how I am. I move solo. I don't wait on nobody. I'm inspired by you. So it's not that many people that I'm inspired by. I love me. I would not trade being me for nobody. Because you gotta love yourself, and that's what I love me, because I love the way I move. I wouldn't ever want to be like nobody else, but I am inspired by a few women out there, for this network marketing, media, and you are one of them. Just as well as it's another Tamika Holyfield. That's Holyfield's niece. Me and her also became very close. She inspired me to start my nonprofit and LLC, and just she's another woman like you, move solo. She don't have the big giant entourage. So you guys show an example for the woman that's out there that do want to. You guys show a great example. That is for the woman that's out there, such as myself, to say you can do it. It starts with you, and I see that you guys also lead by example. So I see that in you. It's not that, like I said, it's not that many women that inspire me. So I might sit back behind the scenes, but I do watch, I do support, and that's what I'm happy to just be, I'm be of your show, the Nikki Rich Show.
Well,
I've been talking, and I've been saying, okay, one day, Nikki, one day, and I just had to get some things in line first, So I'm glad that I
Well,
did
I
it.
thank you so much for being a part of the Nikki Rich Show. It's been so awesome. Just talking to you and all your, accolades, everything you got going on. And we want everybody to continue to support you, to cheer you on. Miss Vivian says, I can't wait for your book. She said, I need to read it. And, yes, it's happening. It's
Yes,
happening.
my
So,
mother-in-law. She will get a copy out, a signed copy.
yeah.
So no, I will get you a copy. You will get your book. And thank you for watching too as well. I appreciate you tuning in.
Yes.
I
And
love
I want
you.
to thank everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Nikki Rich Show. Make sure you follow us at Nikki Rich Show TV. And make sure you check us out, thenikkirichshow.com. We will have all interviews on our website. And, make sure you following us, guys, on social media to keep up. And you can find this exclusive on all social media handles, whether it's LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We will be posting. And right after this show, we will be having Soul for Real lead singer. Y'all know y'all remember Soul for Real, Candy, Candy Rain. So we're gonna be talking with them.
Mhm.
But I appreciate you and talking with you, Miss Nakendra Harris-Mason. You inspire us all as a mother, as a wife, as an entrepreneur, and as a producer. So thank you, and we welcome you back anytime.
Thank you. Much love. I appreciate you. Have a
Thank
blessed
you
day.
so much. And
Bye.
thank
Thank
you,
you so much.
everybody, for watching The Nikki Rich Show. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Nikendra.
Peace. Bye.